I'm Shae Russell from mining.com.au, and joining me today is Ivan Fairhall, the Managing Director for Pivotal Metals. Ivan, it's great to have you back on. How are you?
I'm great, Shae. Thanks for having me on.
Now, let's talk about some of the progress happening over at Horden Lake in Canada. You recently completed a step-out drill program. Mate, what are the highlights here?
That's right. We've been busy up at Horden Lake. The progress doesn't stop, and we've recently announced that we completed another round of drilling on Horden Lake. As you say, we have got multiple high priority targets identified on the project, and a lot of those are underwritten by a recent EM survey that shows Horden Lake really does have strong potential to get much larger. So in March, we drilled 1,500 meters of diamond core into a shallow conductor that matches the Horden Lake signature perfectly. It's right along strike, about 500 meters, sort of additional strike extent. It's got the same dip. It's right what you'd expect to see an extension of Horden Lake to look like. And importantly, this is a shallow target. So we're all about building out the size of the project. So you want to get resources right, and this is shallow mineralisation area. And that means open pit potential, which is easy and low cost to mine and brings cash flow forward and adds maximum value to a future project. So there's already assays in the lab. So just watch this space. There's more news on Horden Lake growing coming your way.
There's certainly no stopping here. So Horden Lake has moved from early stage explorer to, I guess we could say, pre-development. What's the focus over the coming months?
Well, that's a good point. So you remember we just put out our met test work, and that's an really important pre-development stage activity that we've done, and we've shown there that the Horden Lake deposit performs very well. We get very high copper recoveries and byproduct recoveries and this is really important, into high value and sought after concentrates. So what we're doing is we're taking that information and feeding it into our resource model, which is going to vastly improve kind of the robustness of the underlying assumptions in calculating our resource. So we're taking that information, overlaid it with all that drilling we did last year, and we're updating the resource to reflect that kind of new technical information and frame what we believe is a really attractive and credible copper development project, and it's in one of the world's best jurisdictions. So we're really just whipping that project into shape to show what the potential really is.
There's certainly an awful lot happening over at Horden Lake, but I wouldn't mind touching on what's happening with your other project that we don't talk about a lot, and that's the BAGB project in Canada. Where's that one at?
Well, as you say, we're not stopping there. We're getting active on our BAGB projects. We sort of want to move everything in parallel where we can. So those properties, just to remind people, there's bonanza grades of copper nickel PGMs have been discovered there. It's exploration, but it's not greenfields. It's very much brownfields exploration. We've got quartz, high grade vein hosted gold, got historic resources, previously mined deposits. So this is a big land package with lots of smoke. Let's say there's lots of smoke with historical discoveries, and we're out there to make a new discovery. And so we're commencing fieldwork this quarter. We're looking forward to educating the market on really the potential of this ground, taking people through some of these historic discoveries and framing that as this is the work that we're doing to make a new discovery on the project. This is why it matters, and this is what we're going to do about it. So yeah, watch this space for more work on BAGB too.
Once again, there is so much happening here. Listen, Ivan, thank you so much for being here today. It was great catching up.
Thanks a lot, Shae. Great to speak.